the reasons why agitations for Oduduwa Republic will not succeed. I know a lot of people would not want to hear this, but the truth must be told at all times. For the past few weeks, this person watched with resentment on how a cross-section of the Yoruba-speaking nation renewed their effort in demanding for a new country of their own. They want Oduduwa Republic. They want to succeed. They want to leave Nigeria. Isn't that laughable? Well, I see nothing bad in the agitation, but what will be its end result? I perfectly understand that everything is wrong with Nigeria. In fact, it seems that a citizen of this country is a sin. Or it seems that being a citizen of this country is a sin. However, it is the same Yoruba elders that said that severing the head is never an antidote to the headache. We can't hurriedly conclude that since Nigeria is not working, then we should cease to be a part of it. A question we must all answer holistically before we go ahead with our demands is that what is the assurance that Oduduwa Republic will work? Is it not the same group of people running for Nigeria that will become the champions of the new nation? That is very, very true. We have to know what would the end result be. At the end of the day, with all the agitations and everything, I don't think that, well, Biafra has been the most popular one. Obviously, the Oduduwa Republic is also gaining a lot of traction, but it's like, who is the organizer? Like with IPOB or with Biafra, we know it's Nnamdi Kanu, but for the Oduduwa Republic, we don't know who is leading this protest, who has been consistent in terms of understanding the dealings of Nigeria instead of the background dealings, and can come out confidently to say that this and this and this is what we want to achieve, and because of this and this reasons, that is why we as Nigeria can't go forward. Well, someone said, can you talk about Oduduwa outside of the purview of Bola Tinubu, Obasanjo, Bode George, Alao Akala, Ayo Fayose, and a host of other politicians? When these people had the time to govern their state country, what change or changes did they bring? Look, we need to stop deceiving ourselves that all the negativities being witnessed in Nigeria is caused by a particular region. Right from independence, the Yorubas have always played a major role at the national level. There's no gainsaying that we have been the powerhouse of every successive government. We have helped them in elections. Our lawyers have helped them clinch victories in the courts, and they have depended on our intellectual prowess to stabilize and run their government. But what has been the end result? It seems we are too sophisticated to think of any good thing about ourselves. We are simply not united. If you take your time to tour around the nation, you'd realize there is no region that is truly working. Perhaps you may come to appreciate the little progress we have made over the years, prominently due to the outstanding leadership of late Sage and Obafemi Awolowo. Well, the point is simple. If we are granted our wish, who strangulated Nigeria's progress are still within our fold. That is true. They have the power, money, and influence and means to take charge. May we not be sacrificial lambs for other men's enjoyment and selfish interest. All that we hear today is that over 2 million people died during the agitation of Biafra. No one in specific was mentioned. They remain generic heroes that are only remembered by an event and not their exploits during the event. More so, you need the support of the international community to succeed. If I may ask, how many countries are supporting the current struggle? Of course none. We may speak audibly, but the world may choose not to hear us. If that is the case, why don't we channel efforts like that are likely to yield results? Why don't we talk about a restructured Nigeria where each state develops at its own pace? Why should a few vested interests in Abuja hold everyone to ransom? Well, the third issue that should be discussed is the leader of the struggle to birth a new country. Who is leading you in this fight? Does the person understand the concept of nationhood? Is he or she an enlightened mind? If put on a hot seat in a conversation centered on Oduduwa Republic, won't he or she flag out within a minute? Are you not a blind follower? Do you trust your leader's intellectual capability? Apart from physical fight, what else can he or she organize? He or she wants freedom for his tribe without an understanding of what to do with freedom. Are there silent but clear-minded voices? Well, one has not mentioned anyone's name, but if your leader is the popular Ibadan-based man, I wish you well in your fruitless struggle. Well, many of us are supporting the call for succession, not because you are fed up with the Nigerian situation, but you're too sentimental about your tribe that you don't want to see that those indirectly fighting for now have always been the enemies for our collective progress. A word is surely enough for the wise. In some ways, I can agree. You can also disagree with this article because everyone is selfish. Obviously, currently with the Nigerian awakening, maybe that might change. Maybe the lack of basic necessities, the economic state of the country, the bullying, the prejudice could actually bring everyone together and be like, okay, fine, these are our similarities and let us move forward with it. Again, with the NSAS movement, a lot of people are now being awakened, first of all, or being nudged to actually in the least way just evaluate where they are and where they want to be. And so again, I feel like, okay, fine, maybe it might not be plausible or realistic that, okay, fine, let's say Biafra or Oduduwa Republic will work, but as Nigeria as a whole, I feel like if the people demand for it, which is actually happening, if we demand for restructuring of like what is your position, these are the things you're meant to do in that position, and how can we hold you responsible? The thing is, we need internal values like trust, love, togetherness, all that kind of thing. But I feel like the only thing that would bring us united is our shared problem. And I think that's is as far as it goes, because at the end of the day, we are all selfish and we want our own interests at the forefront. But of course, everyone has to come together. There's no trust. It's not going to be likely to be any trust soon. To be honest, with the kind of government like Nigeria's, it might be, I'm not promoting it, but it might be that violence is the only language that they can understand. But then that gives them an excuse to actually go and waste lives. So maybe that might not be the answer yet. But I feel like with the NSAS movement, right now, I think Nigerians are taking hold and taking charge of how the restructuring is going to be. And I feel like right now, with Nigeria, the main thing might not actually be to support Biafra or Oduduwa Republic, but everyone is coming together because we have the same shared struggle. Well, put what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you believe that Oduduwa Republic will actually not work? Because obviously, the article says that the people that have damaged Nigeria are the ones who are actually likely to end up in Oduduwa Republic. I don't feel like that collective, Oduduwa Republic or Biafra might happen if the Nigerian people choose that it will not happen. But right now, I feel like Nigerian people are being awakened, especially with the NSAS movement, to hold people accountable and demand for things that we want to happen. Put what you think about this in the comment section. Do not forget to like and subscribe.